basketball coaches, I've gotten this question a few times and I thought I should probably make a video on this subject. And the question is, who should do my inbounds passing? Who should do my inbounds passes? And the question is actually quite complicated. So of course, every team is different. Every team has a really good passer, and you may or may not have a strategy behind it, and I personally do. So number one is the full court press. So after the other team gets their basket, if they go into a full court press, I actually have my point guard, and I want my point guard to be able to see that and say, I am inbounding the ball. There's a reason. Now, I know you've probably seen quite a few of my videos. I'll have number 3, which is my small forward who inbounds the ball all the time. That is a rule of thumb that I usually have. My small forward, my number 3, usually inbounds the ball. However, I have been finding a lot of success with having my point guard inbound the ball on a full court press. Now, there's a really good reason behind it. Number 1 and biggest reason is he's going to be the best passer on the team, usually. And if that's the case, then he's going to be able to see the holes to get that ball inbounded. Number 2, in a lot of my press breaks, I have them pass the ball into one side and then do a quick reversal around, and that reversal comes back at that point guard who just inbounded the ball. So because of that, he now gets that ball, and if he has an opening, I want him to take it. You don't have to necessarily go by my plays every single time. And I tell my players this. If we're playing it against the team and you see an opening, you got to take it. You shouldn't be going by the plays like if they're the Bible. You need to really see what you have open and available for you to use and to basically work with, and you need to roll with it. And that's how I like to coach. So that's why I like to have, and I've been having a lot of success by having my point guard as the inbound player against a full court press, because they'll pass the ball in, step inbound really quickly, get that reverse pass, either pass to the other side or see an opening, and if they see an opening, they need to attack that. And if they don't have an opening, they'll pass it to the far side, and I want them gunning up that middle of the court, because now they're looking to get that ball back from that wing player. That wing player is going to pass it to them, and now they're coming down the middle of the court in a press break that's now scrambling, and they are my best ball handler. That's why I personally have on a full court press my point guard inbounding the ball. Now, on my sideline inbounds, I will generally always have my small forward inbounding the ball. He is going to be probably the best suited for that kind of an option, because he's still going to be able to shoot, and a lot of my plays incorporate shooters off of a sideline inbounds as soon as they step inbound. A lot of the times, not always. And he'll be one of my better shooters. He's also going to be tall enough to see over top of the defense to do some long passes. At least hopefully he's going to be tall enough. And then on top of that, if he does get a reversal, I know this is more of a full court press terminology, but if they do pass the ball back to the inbounding player, he still has the ability and should have the ability to handle the ball under pressure until he gets it to a guard, or has the ability to attack the basket after receiving that ball back. However, there are a lot of plays that are in my playbook off the sideline inbounds that has the inbounder getting the ball back for a 3. And if that's the case, sometimes it might not be the small forward. Sometimes it's going to be the shooting guard or the point guard. It just comes down to who is the better shooter at that point in time for that specific play. And then for the baseline inbounds, it really does depend. So sometimes I like to have my center inbound the ball along the baseline inbounds, because he's going to be the tallest. He's going to be the one who's able to see over top of the zone defense possibly. Maybe be strong enough, depending on the age, to be able to pass it over top of the defense out near the perimeter so we can set up an offense, whatever it may be. Now, other times I may have a shooting guard or a small forward in that position to inbound along the baseline, because now we may be running a play where we're going to be swinging that ball around. He's going to come off of a screen in that low post, and he's going to be popping off and maybe being open for a three. So again, it really does depend on your plays that you're using. However, I hope that this video has given you a couple of ideas on maybe some potential plays to run, but also how to really operate an inbounds as to how you feel could be successful. Anyways, I hope this video has helped you become a better coach, a better player, and possibly a better team. And if it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.